Financial. You can find me on all social media platforms by searching for Triple R Financial now. What does it mean to people? It means you make less money than what you need to live. There is really only honest path to becoming rich and financially free, and that is knowing your financial value as an employee. When you report, you earn less than what you need, so you can decide. There is nothing to cut back on. No money to waste. This status all the on your physical, mental, and emotional health. Unfortunately, it can be put linked to my social media in the description yet, and it can be monetized my content. YouTube and other platforms keep raising their requirements, so your support truly means the world. Please like, share, and subscribe so I can unlock these features. Today, I'm going to share a personal story about how I love my best friend cost me over $750,000, so let us get right into it. This is the arriving video. I promise you don't take out and you will. And all the numbers have been changed for legal reasons. Back when I was in my early 20s. One of my best friends came to me off job to borrow money. Well, I'll tell him John. I remember this day so clearly because of how bold and rude he was being. At one point, he flat outside he was still laughing until he got some cash. As it happened, we had a staff meeting scheduled for that same day. One of my superiors went over to John, explained the situation, but John still wouldn't budge. My superior actually had to physically remove him from the office. Afterward, my supervisor pulled my acid and told me to either go to Tinares ATM, which he usually did for John, or make sure he was off the property. He decided to do both. As we were walking toward the ATM, a man approached us to protect his identity, while I told him Tim explained that they and John were old friends. He mentioned that they had just landed a classified government job paying over $100,000 a year for an year term. Tim then offered John a government position. He explained that he managed 25 employees, 15 classified and 10 non-classified, and he was under orders to terminate the 15 classified owners. Based on John's background, 4 of those positions would have been a perfect fit for him. But surprisingly, John turned the offer down, so Tim turned to me and asked about my background. John jumped in and told him he had a degree in computer science and was currently working in the field. Tim is a little. He said that 3 of the 15 positions required a computer science degree. One paid between 60 and 70,000 a year, another between 70 and 80,000, and the third was between 80 and $90,000. Tim asked for my phone number. He explained that they had meetings with the new governor that evening and the next morning, and he made a list of potential candidates right away. But before he could even open the mouth to give him a number, John interrupted, insisting that he would give it to Tim later. Every single time he tried to exchange contact info, John would shoot in. Eventually, Tim just logged and said he got the point as he walked away. He told John, "Can I let me name and number the 5 that afternoon?" After Tim left, John started choosing me out, saying I liked him and that he was always looking out for me. Before we went our separate ways, I begged him again to please give me information, and that is when everything started to go downhill. The very next morning, one of my cousins called me. He told me his department had a new manager, and guess who it was? Tim, what a small world, right? He explained they had just had an emergency meeting where 15 employees were laid off, but that was the real reason for his call. On a way to part in the office, there was a list of names, and next to me first name were several big question marks. My cousin asked Tim to describe the person, and Tim described me perfectly. My cousin then told what he had voted and candidates for a position. Then there was selected to be the new information technology manager. He was so excited for me. He told me I loved him because he had voted for me, saying we worked together before and that he did a great hair. He even joked that when he started in 2 weeks, he should promote him to supervisor. He just logged and said nothing was set in stone yet, although me bit of foreshadowing. As it turns out, the next day, John came me again, asking to borrow more money. He told him I couldn't tell him and him until my next payday, but he also told him not to worry with my new promotion. He did making nearly cousin replied, John is not your friend. He explained that John had visited the office several times and told him not to hire him. Over the next 8 years, John kept asking me for money. He broke to what my cousin told me many times, but he always denied it. 8 years later, John and I were standing in front of that very same ATM when Tim walked up. He said the new governor had asked him to resign. Then he looked at me and added that it was too bad John had told him not to hire me would have earned over $700,000 in that time. John immediately started cursing at Tim, swearing that none of it was true. A few years after that, he ran into Tim again. He asked how John was doing. He told him we hadn't spoken since that day at the ATM. John had ignored all my calls, messages, and emails. Tim said John had done the same thing to him. So, what is the moral of the story? Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. John and I did eventually reconcile, but he still ignores my calls and only writes a solid when he needs money or a favor. In conclusion, he always told people to know their financial value as an employee. Real poverty often comes down to two things, poor math skills and poor listening skills. Thankfully, poor math skills account for 90 to 99% of the problem. Rich people often stereotype the poor as those who make enough money but just spend it noisily. I am here to tell you that is not true for everyone. Please like this video on whichever platform you are watching. Subscribe and turn on all notifications across all my social media. And as always, know your financial value as an employee and increase your value every single workday. Have a great day and an even better year.